What up, friends? It's your boy Joe reporting in from the state of Kansas. Like many millions of you, I am on a timed lunch break, okay? And don't get me wrong, I'm not griping about that. That's just, the way it works. And I am sick to death of your typical lunch break fare. McDonald's, Wendy's, all that type of stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But as, I'm staring down the barrel at the second half of my life, I got to start making better decisions. And start thinking, okay, do I want something that's a little bit more quality versus time efficient? Can I go get something that is a bit different and still make it work in my lunch break? Today, we are at Panda Express. I just pulled up. I'm going to hit the timer, go get my food, and see how long it takes. Be right back. Hey, guys. So we are officially at 9 minutes, 19.7 seconds for the time I got out of the car, ordered my food, and got back in. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but I gotta point out, I went right at 12:30, peak lunchtime, so they are absolutely slammed. Even though this looks like a lot of time, I will definitely give them good points for that. They're super fast, super professional, and really friendly. Nothing but good so far. So let's tuck into the meal and see what we got. Hey guys, like I said in the previous screen, I don't think 9 minutes right in the middle of lunch rush is too bad. Now, they had a couple of price-friendly options. They had a bowl with a single entree with fried rice for $6, but I was just too indecisive about what I wanted to get. I was just going to get a simple, one dish, but there's two things on there that looked amazing. So I got a 2-meat bowl. A 2-meat, they call it a plate, with fried rice and Diet Coke, the juice of life. Hello, Panda Express. For $10, I think it came out to just a little under 12 with tax. Truth is, that's probably $1.50 less than the last time I paid for a freaking Big Mac. So if I'm getting a better quality food for less of a price, yeah, I don't mind getting out of my car, walking my fat ass into the restaurant and getting it. So let's pop this baby open and have a look. It smells incredible. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay, yeah, this looks pretty darn good. Huge portion. I mean, I'm going to get the camera off here because I don't think it's actually doing it justice. Check it. That is a really huge portion. Feels like I got a good pound and a half of stuff sitting on my lap there. So I is a happy man. So we're going to tuck in and see, is it worth it? First off, we're going to try the orange chicken, because who doesn't like orange chicken? Definitely not bad. Is it the greatest orange chicken I've ever had? Of course not. If I go into one of those proper sit-down Chinese restaurants and order, something like that, am I going to get a little bit higher quality or, a picture-perfect display of orange chicken? Yeah, but for lunch, literally have no problem with this. I can tell it was fresh. The cool thing you can see about Panda Express is you can see the cooks in the background working their ass off to make sure everything looks good and tastes good. And I have no doubt in my mind that this is absolutely nice and fresh. Not bad. I would have no problem eating that for lunch anytime. And I smelled it when I got there, and I'm like, I have got to try that out. I got some teriyaki chicken, and got the little sauce packet here. I'm going to sauce up my teriyaki chicken and give it the old 1-2 here and see how we do with that. All right. Stir that up just a little bit. We have a nice looking piece of chicken that they chop fresh right in front of you. The teriyaki chicken comes out of a bowl where you see like whole chicken breasts. So I know I got a whole chicken breast instead of just like some random little scoop that somebody wasn't paying attention to. This that kind of was a little bit of a nice touch. I appreciated that. Oh, holy shit, that's good. Oh, yeah, that is absolutely delicious. Wow. Wow. For fast food teriyaki chicken, that absolutely divine. Definitely a winner. A little shot of the rice here. Light, fluffy, fresh. I'd say this whole thing was a winner. I just spit some rice in my car. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and sum it all up. I was able to get to the restaurant. I didn't time how long it took to drive there because that varies where everybody's working. It took me at peak lunch rush, 9 minutes to get in and out with a freshly made meal that actually cost me less than freaking McDonald's would. And, I'm sorry, I'm just sick to death of cheeseburgers and nuggets. I mean, don't get me wrong, who doesn't love cheeseburgers and nuggets, but I've gotta have something else. So if you're in that mood and you gotta have something else, and you're on a timed lunch break like most of us are nowadays, Panda Express, homies. Boom. Can't go wrong. Definitely gets the state of Kansas 2 thumbs up and a hell yeah. Lots of great stuff coming this week. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for coming along with us on our journey. I try to keep the reviews lighthearted, but I may joke around. I may say stupid shit sometimes, but, our reviews are always going to be honest and to the point, okay? The whole point of our reviews is to help out working folks like myself and, make our lives a little bit easier with the power of YouTube and the internet. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great week and definitely give your local Panda Express a what's up. Thanks, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, and Chinese food.